Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. And finally, the Christmas update, the version 22.0. The Dungeon Gun is officially been introduced into BTD6. And yeah, so as always, I'm gonna go through the patch notes quite quickly. So the new features and then the balance changes. And yeah, so first thing, Darkling Gunner is called like that in this game. And yeah, this is just some descriptions about certain upgrades. The most important thing is now Darkling Guns cannot anymore have camo detection. So I think it's this one right here. So it's written right here. So in BTD5 and probably in BTD battles, Darkling Guns can already detect camo balloons like Spike Factories, but now in BTD6 we can't. So this is going to be something important to keep in mind. And then yeah, some other things. And actually you can unlock the Darkling Gun only after you can complete 500,000 pops in whatever difficulty, even in free play games. So it's just that you need to reach this to unlock it. Actually I think you can already see the different upgrades here. So in the next days I may do a video about the upgrades. I'm gonna show them in action. I'm gonna give you some feedback about what may be the best upgrades for like champs or for other game modes. And yeah, very nice that they have introduced yet another tower to the game. Then a new skin for Obin, and is this one right here. I have already unlocked it. And yeah, it's Obin Mountain Guardian skin, and it's pretty much Obin just red like this. Then two new maps, a beginner map and an advanced map. So I'm gonna very quickly here show you how they work. So the first one is called Skates, and it's very easy. Like just one path. The balloons are gonna come from the top portion here. They're gonna just follow the path, as you can see, and then they're gonna leak. All this space you can place towers. There is also water here, so you can place like subs or Buccaneers or any other water based tower. These are obstacles, so they're gonna actually block your line of sight, as you can see, but you can remove them for 500 cash. And beneath there is some more water. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know if something happens on round 40, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna stay the same for round 40. And yeah, so this is the new beginner map. Then the advanced map is called X Factor, and it looks very interesting because I'm gonna now try to show you here how it works. So there is no line of sight blockage. So despite this thing looking like an obstacle, is not actually an obstacle. So if you place a sniper right here, this sniper can actually attack the balloons on the other opposite side, or balloons right here or here. All right, so there is no line of sight blockage. There is this obstacle right here, so you can see that you can't like place towers on top of this thing, but if you spend 2,000 cash you then can. So it's just for land towers. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to explain to you how this works. So you can see that the balloons are coming from two paths at the same time. Pretty much half balloons in the left, half in the right. And the balloons just follow the line. You can see that each balloon follows a slightly different path. So the one balloon is on the top loop and the other one is in the bottom part of the loop. All right. And then look here what happens in round 2. So in round 2, the balloons are not coming anymore from here, but they're coming from here and now from here. So this is gonna be a clockwise kind of map. So that means that in every round, so like every 4 rounds pretty much, the balloons are gonna come from different sides of the map. So this is in round 2, the balloons are coming from the top right and bottom right. Next round, round 3, the balloons are gonna come from the bottom right and bottom left. So the path that the balloons are gonna follow is completely different. See here that the balloons now are like leaking from the opposite direction. So this is very interesting. It makes this map quite challenging because we're not really used to this kind of map, so it's going to be interesting to like try strategies out. And you can see round 4 is the last round, because here the balloons are coming from top left and bottom left. And then in round 5 the balloons once again are gonna come as it was in round 1. So every 4 rounds everything resets and repeats. Yeah, so here I was just trying to show you how the map works. Then here some new things is new monkey knowledges, a bunch of stuff actually added. So there is new 3 points for dartling. Then there is, I think this one is for support. Actually I'm gonna just show it to you right here. So there is these 3 for dartling guns. All right, then there is a new one right here, flanking maneuvers for snipers, subs and buccaneers. Then nothing on magic. On support there is this for spec factories. On heroes there is another one for heroes. This is gonna be very nice for co-op, because now if you have like 4 heroes on the map at the same time, you have like 20% more experience, so your heroes can level up faster. And then there is one right here. Yeah, this one is for the races. So yeah, new stuff for whenever you're using monkey knowledge, and yeah, it's gonna make your gameplays easier. And then here's a new stuff, new change for like challenge, how it's made, and a bunch of other stuff, new achievements, and new trophies or items. Once again, here there are some limited items, as you can see. So try to grab whatever items you prefer the most, or if you can, like all of them. And yeah, there are also some new items here that are actually permanent. And yeah, that's it, because I think those are the new features. Then here, as always, some changes. Now this is actually very interesting. See here that says that there may be tower path restrictions for the next Odysseys, so that there is more variety in crew setups. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if in this new Odyssey that I'm gonna actually cover in probably tomorrow or Saturday, if there are already some restrictions in terms of pathing. So it's gonna be very interesting to see that. And then here some general fixes and changes, bug fixes actually, most of them. So I think here nothing too important, like I read them before, and I think it's just some minor changes, so nothing worth mentioning. And then here we're finally to the balance changes. For the Dart Monkey, now the 4th upgrade in the bottom path is gonna attack faster. Alright, so this affects only the 4th upgrade, because the 5th upgrade, as you can see, is unchanged. For the Boomerang, unfortunately yet another nerf to mob press. Now it's gonna cost even more. Then for the Bomb, the base pierce has been reduced, but now as you get the 1st and the 2nd upgrade in the top path, that is actually going to increase the pierce. Actually, for the 1st upgrade, it's going to actually reduce it, but is also less expensive. The 2nd one instead is going to increase pierce by 10, and also has been reduced. Instead, Bloon Impact has been increased in terms of price. So it's pretty much 150 here and 150 here less, so that's 300 less, but this is costing 400 more. Then the ability here, the 4th upgrade in the middle path, is gonna do more damage to mobs. And then Bloon Crush, so 502, I think is gonna only affect the frag damage. As you can see, has been increased by 4 times here, and by just half here. Then Tac Shooter, less cost for the Ring of Fire. So yeah, so it's just that. Then once again, less cost for the Bloon Solver. No one is really using the upgrade, or is not really using it that much. Then you can see that the activated abilities, both the first one and the second one, are gonna glue more layers. So yeah, the ability actually is gonna glue more layers. And a nerf to the cost of mob glue, now costs more. So yeah, That's probably something because we were just using it too much. And here, very interesting, more buffs for the sharpener. So now you can see that the pierce has been increased by 1. And now the 4th and the 5th upgrade in the top path are gonna benefit from these, from the sharpener. So you're gonna benefit from the stun with the 4th upgrade, and it's gonna benefit from the stun and the debuff from the 5th. The sub here, I think, is just for the missile here. Ballistic missile now is going to attack faster, so it's just an increase in attack speed, how many times it's going to be fired. Buccaneer, the base cost has been reduced, but the first upgrade in the middle path has been increased. So that's pretty much 50 less here, but then 50 more here. So it's pretty much the same if we're going for the middle path upgrade. Then Pirate Lord, the grape shot has been increased to 5. And the ceramic damage now actually deals a ceramic damage of +5. For the ace, some changes to the pineapples. Now they have less spears, but when you have the cross pass in the bottom, so a 0, 1, 1 ace, now the pineapple pierce has been increased to 32. So that's pretty much a total nerf from 40 to 32 if you have the cross path, otherwise it's just a half. Yeah, you keep these spears up to the 3rd upgrade, and then ground 0, the pierce stays the same, and I'm pretty sure these spears applies to the, not to the ability, but actually to the attack of the ace, because you can see here that it's not written ability. So I think this spears applies to the actual attack of the ace. It might be referring though to the pineapple. I don't know. It's very because it doesn't say anything. I think it's related to the dart, but I'm not sure. And then if you go with the first cross path, so 0, 4, 1, you have more pierce. So that's pretty much it. And now Flying Fortress is gonna cost less, but still I think it's gonna be unaffordable for chimps. And then here, this is very interesting because like 0, 1, 3 helis, now you can shove and you can push mobs faster. So you can see that you can the mob speed reduced further from minus 0.33 to minus 0.44, so that's pretty much means more slow. Then also more slow for the BFBs, and more slow for the Oh my god. So yeah, that's pretty much it. For the mortar, they're reverting again the base accuracy, so like it was before the last update, so the 21.0 update. And now a bunch of buffs to the 5th upgrade in the middle path, so from Popeno. Now it's gonna do more ceramic bonus damage, so 4 times more damage, more lead damage, more 45 damage, and more Moab bonus damage. So that's pretty much like 4 times for every single of these bonuses. And now I'm pretty sure this applies to the basic attack because it's not written ability. So I think the basic attacks from the tower are gonna do this increased amount of damage. For the wizard now, they are nerfing it quite badly. Now when you get the upgrade, now it begins on cooldown, so it's not gonna instantly appear on the path as you purchase it, but it's gonna take a couple of, I don't know how many seconds, but it's gonna take time to appear. And now it's gonna save the time remaining on its attack cooldown. So that means that if you sell it and you replace it again, the cooldown is gonna be the one that you had before. I think this means this. And then finally, if you sell the tower, the wall of fire is gonna be instantly removed, so it's not gonna stay still on the path for a certain period of time. So this is especially for race balance, I think, in races, because this was abused. So yeah. For the super monkey again, they are nerfing the mini avatar spawn on the temples, so on the 4th and the 5th upgrade. And then robot monkey costs less, and the tactile ability has been reduced the cooldown by 15 seconds, so that's 25% less. Transforming Tonic here, more Pierce, and then Druid is gonna now create these ball lightnings in a 180-degree arc in front of it until this storm expires. So every time that the Druid is gonna spawn a storm, you're gonna have these extra lightning bolts that are gonna do damage to the Bloons around it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But still, I think it's just too expensive, so like in chimps you can't even use it. For the Spike Factory, less projectile lifespan, so 20 seconds less. This is huge. But now, as you get the first upgrade in the bottom path, you still have 100 seconds. So you double pretty much now the time that the spikes are gonna stay on the screen when you get the first upgrade in the bottom path. Now the first upgrade in the top path has been increased in terms of price, so now it's more expensive. Instead, the second upgrade has been reduced. So this is pretty much reverted in terms of price. Fourth upgrade in the top path is going to do more ceramic damage, so it's doubled. And now super mines are going to trigger the explosion. That's going to have a radius of 20, 10 of pierce, and 10 of damage. But once again, the fifth upgrade is very expensive, so in chimps, like, you can't afford it, you can't use it. Now this is interesting because 042 Spike Storm, when you use the ability, now it's gonna target only active paths, so you're not gonna have any more spikes on like paths where the Bloons are not gonna go through, but only on where the Bloons are gonna go through. So for example, on Bloody Puddles, only on the path of where the Bloons are coming from. So that's very nice. And once again here, save cooldown of passive ability when saving. I think this means that if you use the ability, you sell the tower and you replace it again, the cooldown is going to be where it was before you sold it. So you're not going to actually be able to gain less cooldown by selling and replacing the tower. For the village, now Call Arms is going to have less cooldown, right? Again, 25%. A lot of changes on the bottom path for the engineer, for the Bloon Trap. Now it's going to have a cooldown, so you're not going to have just one trap per round, but it's going to have a cooldown on 20 seconds. You're going to, of course, have only one at a time. When you get the Crash Pass in the top path, so 204 engineer, you're going to reduce this cooldown further to 16 seconds. The fifth upgrade is gonna have the cooldown at 1/6 of the rates of the standard Bloon Trap. So I'm pretty sure the cooldown is like longer because it's just 1/6, so that means that this is 6/6, 1/6. Oh, actually it's faster, sorry. So you're gonna be able to have it more often. No, wait. Yeah, this means like 1/6 of 20 is definitely less than 20. So I don't know really what this means. I have to try it out. And then here there is a note: the Bloons Trap minimum deploy time of 2.8 seconds will override 205 traps 2.7 cooldown. Yeah, so I think the minimum amount of cooldown you can have when you have the fifth upgrade is like 2.8. So yeah, 2.8 seconds is like the minimum you can have. Then some changes to Gwen. Now Heated Up has a lot less cooldown. Like this is almost more than 3 times less cooldown, so that's a ton. And then here the shots required to trigger this effect has been scaled up. So it's gonna have less cooldown, but you're gonna need more shots to proc it. Ezili, now just some changes to how our level 10 work. Now it's not gonna work anymore on strong, but it's gonna follow Ezili priority. So if you have Ezili on first, it's gonna actually follow the first mob class Bloons, not the strongest ones. And as well here, once you destroy the Wild Bloon, the jump target will follow again Ezili's priority, not anymore close. Some changes to Adora level 7 because like it was useless when she reached level 20. So now every time you sacrifice a tower for 10 seconds, you're gonna gain 10% more radius and 10% more attack speed for Adora and all Sun avatars. So yeah, that's 10% more range and 10% more attack speed. And then finally, there is here a change in Monkey Knowledge. Now when your hero reaches level 20, the level 3 ability is going to be reduced by 30% and not anymore by 40%. So this is this point right here in heroes. I think it's this one. See? So it was too much, 40%, because like for some heroes you were able to use the level 3 ability like non-stop, so they have reduced it by 10%. So now there is a little bit of cooldown that you need to wait until you can use the ability again. And that's it. So that concludes this update. A lot of things, guys, as you can see. New maps, new tower to unlock, and yeah, there is also the new Odyssey coming out. So I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next videos, for the next updates. Bye bye.